Good morning. My name is Dr. Alexander Arthur, pastor of Word of Life Christian Center International here in Nashville, Tennessee. I want to talk to you today about the life of a man, the man Moses, who obviously had a calling upon his life even as a baby when he was born. We know the story of how he became the son of the princess or the queen of Egypt, who raised him as if he was her own child. And the Bible tells us that when Moses came of age, that he did not esteem the riches of Egypt. He, in fact, turned his back on what the glory and the power and the might of Egypt happened to be at a time, which was then the most powerful country in the world. He turned his back on all of that towards the God of his biological father and his biological son, the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and Jacob. But before he would get to that place, he had committed murder. He killed someone because he saw this man, an Egyptian, beating on a Hebrew, a Jewish, an Israelite, and he took the side of the Israelite and ended up killing the Egyptian and hid him in the sand in the desert. Of course, the next day he went out and saw two Jewish men fighting, or boys fighting, and he tells them, hey, don't do that. You shouldn't be fighting. Don't you know you are brothers? And of course, one of them said to him, listen, we know what you did to the Egyptian. And the moment he found out that he had been discovered, he fled because he knew that the capital punishment for killing the Egyptian would have been for him to have been killed as well. And so for 40 years, he did things in his own way. He fled to the other side of the desert to what is today called Arabia. And eventually, God called him back to Egypt to become the deliverer of the Jewish people from the land of Egypt and bring them to the land of Israel. But this is the point. The first 40 years, he lived his own life. The next 40 years, he lived the life of a shepherd. And the third 40 years of his life, he served God. What is the point here? The point is that no matter what it is that you have done so far in your life has not begun yet until God is in it. When God begins to put his anointing, his blessing, his calling upon your life, that's when you begin to have purpose for your life. May you find that purpose today. May you be the kind of person like Moses who eventually heeded the call of God and decided, in the face of the might of Egypt, in the face of the prestige and the power of Egypt, that he will go back and stand before Pharaoh and tell Pharaoh that my God says, let my people go. You know what? You do the same thing. Stand before that demon. Stand before that lack. Stand before that sickness or disease. Stand before that which Satan wants to use to attack you and tell that spirit, let me go, and God will honor it because you're speaking his word. And I tell you this, you will find out just the same way Moses was blessed, you too will be blessed the same way and be a deliverer, beginning with you and eventually with other people's lives. May God bless you today. And don't forget that Jesus is Lord. And with all you're getting, get understanding. For the word of life changes lives, and love never fails. Goodbye.